Hello everyone, this is Surajit Day and today morning I have something great to share with you all. Today it's more about talking about the individuals, the job seekers, the professionals, the companies, the challenges the companies are facing and mainly the attrition rates that's happening all around. So there are a lot of gaps that's happening around, and this might be because of many different reasons. So along with me, we have a wonderful guest, Mr. Sridhar Dena. He has been into the automotive industry for many years now and has gone to various levels and has achieved a lot of success in his career, and he has a great mission to help the professionals with the high income jobs. So please welcome Mr. Sridhar Dena.
Thank you, Surjit. Thank you very much. It's a great privilege and honor to host me in this. So thank you once again. So as you have given my introduction, so my name is Sridhar Dena. I have 15 years plus of experience in automotive industry, completely about supply chain management into various roles. So I have started with big MNCs with Tata Motors. I worked with Volkswagen, Ford, and Tata Autocoms, and with Stellantis. So in 15 years, I have almost tried 5 different multinational companies. I have visited various countries. I had short-time assignments in Europe, Germany especially, and UK. And China, almost all the cities I have visited for the business trips and to execute the joint ventures and the new sourcing nominations for the cars, the new launch cars, right? So with this experience, my journey, what I am looking for is whatever path I have crossed. Like I have started from a small hometown, studying in government school. I come from a former family background. Then I could able to go to the National Institute of Technology called today. Those days it's called REC in Surat. Then from there, how actually my personality has changed. How the turning point has started entering into corporate world and having the right environment, having the right mentor across my career. How I moved up the ladder. So by looking at all this, I have decided that I want to help young working professionals who are struggling to go up the ladder, to acquire the required skills and to get the exposure of the demands in the automobile industry. Definitely it is the same skills required in even the IT sector and software sectors. So with this, I have a mission of impacting 100 million young working professionals, engineers, to achieve quality life and high income jobs. So this is a very short introduction of mine. Surajit, thank you.
That's great to know about your journey, your struggles, and the achievements you have gone through and the problems you have solved for yourself. And now you have a mission of helping 10 million professionals. I find it so much inspiring, Sridhar, and that's the reason, I feel that connection that with your mission, that you are on a mission to help the professionals who are still struggling with their job or maybe with the income skills. So before we continue with the discussion, I would like to ask you one question, that what actually inspired you to to follow this particular niche of helping the professional to get placed? What is the exact reason? What exactly what actually motivates you to do that? What actually inspired you to do that? Could you tell us?
Yes, definitely. During my career growth, There is one stage, I would say around I was at 10 to 12 years of experience having at the time. I was very well placed in the middle management of a multinational company based out of US. US having a headquarters in it, and they have the big business doing in India. So there was a situation where company has to wind up their business because of their not able to make the profits, not able to bring the Indian market into their global market strategy. They have to wind up and they have to give the pink slip to so many employees. I was not affected. Much prior to that situation, I got other opportunity and moved on to other company. When I saw the pain of my colleagues, my juniors, my friends, not able to take that immediate shock because everyone depends on the salary and they have a commitment with the home loan, car loan, children's education, dependency of their family, so many things, right? Then they have to face that. And I have seen the people who has even 15 years experience, 20 years experience, they're all having such a big panic. What to do next, how to go find out similar job, how to get similar salary package, how to encounter this lifestyle going forward. So these are the big questions, stress built upon them. So I had it as gave such a deep thinking and pain with me. Why is this situation is happening? At the time I come across there is a concept called FIRE. Okay, FIRE means financially independent, retire early. This is a concept prevailing very much in developed countries. In India, it's slowly picking up. What does it mean? The FIRE means when we start working in our job, from the first year of our experience, whatever salary we get, we are supposed to create a wealth or do a savings can protect us when we go into risk. Because if you take example of our parents, grandparents, or 20 years back, any person joins a company, for example, government sector, they don't change their job at all. Till retirement, they work and they get the pension and that's all. And in last 15 years, I would say average people change their company, 2 company in their complete career or 3 companies, right? But now the scenario is completely changed, right? So it is not that your job is not assured for till you retirement. To any sector you work, either IT, automotive,
Absolutely.
or FMCG, any, because it is completely dependent on the business environment. If the company doesn't make profit, they don't wait more than 2 to 3 years, they wind up their operations. Let it be a major big corporations have done that. There are a lot of examples in the startup and the mid-term companies I have. So here, this has triggered me. One, whoever joins the professional world, corporate world, they have to aim for high income job, because having the so much uncertainty in the continuity of their jobs, they're getting the salary package. So create the corpus or the wealth which can protect them when there is a risk, when they're getting their company or the business environment or the economy goes down. If they lose the job, they are protected, their family is protected, they themselves are protected, they are not getting into panic. It is very much easily possible. In my personal life, I have not much focused. I had a limited long-term saving which made me to enable having the courage. You imagine even a company goes loss making or economy goes down, but you have a courage, though job goes no problem, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, I can wait, sustain, I can start something else, I can live without dependent on the salary. That gives a courage and that gives so much confidence to go through that path. So that is how I wanted every young working professional, when they start their career, they should have a crystal clear clarity of creating their FIRE starting from the day one. Assume if they get a salary of 20,000, if they start putting 50,000 in their FIRE savings, FIRE corpus, even at the 5 years of experience, if something happens to lose the job, they can confidently take up or sustain for some more time. Not only that, it creates the multiple stream of income. If you don't have any problem with the current job, current salary, you continue to work and you continue to build a corpus, it creates another stream of getting income through the investment, through many portfolios available if you go and approach the financial advisor on this. So every working professional, I
recommend.
Yeah, to go look for high income jobs and here as soon as possible, maximum to the extent of 10 years to 15 years. So this is the trigger point for me to create high income jobs. Otherwise, even a person gets 20,000, he can get a shelter, he can get a food, but everyone has their own dreams. Everyone has their own lifestyle, dream life for their family.
Ambition.
Yeah, ambition. And after doing job, you have to follow your passion, you have to follow your dream places to go and visit. So for this, the fire is must from the day one. To create a fire, to achieve the fire within 10 years to 15 years, you have got to have a high income job.
That's great. That's great. Actually, that should be the motive or the motto or the aim for every professional who are into the job, the job, to increase their income level or improve their career growth, or have a more velocity or kind of speed in their career growth. And along with that, they should have some source of income that can be a second front or third front that can help. That's what I could understand from your point of view. That's a very good vision or a kind of mission that you want to help people with, to have a side income or kind of side saving, you must be saying, about to develop the wealth takes time to get developed. So that's a good thing. Although I'm more curious to know, this will be okay for the people who are already in the job or who have already secured the job. So what about those professionals who are not in job? Maybe they can be in the starting of their career or maybe in the mid of the career, but they have somehow lost the job or do not have the job right now. They're looking for an opportunity. What would you like to what is that they need to develop so that they can get that opportunity they are looking for?
Yeah, definitely. It's very important, very important. There are many people who are struggling to first get that entry of the corporate career, or they are in very low stream of income. When no job is there, they go and join very menial jobs with very low salary. So for them, I would say it is in their hands, right? If you see the demand and opportunity, we are in a, I would say, era of very highest, greatest opportunities era. Let it be information technology, software or mechanical, any industry. The way the India is growing now, we already hit the highest GDP in the world.
Yes, we have got the greatest, fifth largest economy right now.
Yes,
growing economy we have got.
Yeah,
yes.
That is one. Second thing, on top of it, whole world is looking at India as the human capital power, because the young and youth population in India is the highest among any country. Compared to China, who is the next highest population, means we are both are close. India is looked as the highest human capital power. You can see that any country we go, how many Indians are there. On top of it, even in India, you see the investments happening, you see the growth happening. So these are all the signs, or I would say the facts, giving us very clear indication how the opportunities are available or existing now. So what, as a fresher or the person who is struggling to get a good job, has to do? First, he should understand and he should believe, he should accept, yes, there is a highest level of opportunities available in the market. How to tap it? Where I am now. First, he should understand. Let's say if he comes from the tier 1 cities of the colleges, definitely IITs, NITs, they have their own campus environment where that gives them highest salary jobs. They are well ahead, go with the jobs, right? So it comes to the tier 1, tier 2 cities where mediocre ambience or environment colleges, where they struggle with not having the proper exposure. So here it comes, they should understand it's all about the mindset which is going to place them a good job, not the skill set, because any job for that matter, it is always on job training. No company expects the fresher or the young working professional to be a topmost expert in that domain. If they can just understand, let's say if an IT, if it is a software developer, you have to understand that particular language, function and how it works, not into the complete coding of expertise. That will come over a period of time, and the employer or the supervisor who is going to recruit understands this. So what they are looking for is the mindset, how the mindset of this person is. I have been into a lot of interview forums. I recruit people. I used to head a 200 team of people in my previous company. I was always looking for whether person, how energetic he is, how positive mindset he has, how much challenges he can just take it up and do it. So this is 80% mindset, 20% skill set. So this has been very crystal clear, given and shown how we can develop this mindset. So the person has to equip his soft skills. Mindset comes believing in yourself, having the confidence on you, and building the good communication skills, building the good networking skills. Now social media is supporting, that is why I said the highest opportunity in our era.
Absolutely.
Let's say Facebook, LinkedIn, if you want to join a Google or Apple, let's say, Google, who is the Google in your domain manager or head of the department? You could go and search in LinkedIn and you can go connect with him personally and you can talk to him. If 5 people doesn't respond, the 6th one definitely responds. And you can ask him what are the skills he is looking for. So you can start developing them. It takes 3 months to 6 months maximum to build this 80% mindset, what I am talking about, their communication skills, networking skills, and having the high energetic positive mindset skills. Then comes to technical skills. Definitely he has studied in engineering, and what domain he is going to choose, he knows it. Once he gets this 80% positive mindset, it is a cakewalk to walk in the technical skill set, and this networking supports him to get a good job. So opportunities and the skills and how to achieve that, there are, like, you have taken up mission to support high income skills. I have taken up a mission to support high income jobs. So they can come to us, and we are live on the social media. We are sharing all the contents, how to build it, how to step by step they have to grow within short span of time. Make use of it. So this is the topmost or highest era of, I would say, the generations of people who has been there to get easily to the corporate ladder or high income jobs.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. And when you talk about the skills, I would like to add more. Like nowadays, I personally feel that the companies are looking for more of the vital skills that is so much connected with the mindset that you have told. So when we talk about the skills, it can be categorized as two types of skills. One is the vital skills, another one is the functional skills. So normally we all are born and brought up, and then we have gone through an educational system and we have studied some core standards or all the books that the academics. So those have given us very good edge in the functional skills so far. And most of the colleges do not teach much on do not emphasize much on the vital skills. So that is more connected with the mindset, and the vital skills I would like to bring, as you have mentioned, I would also like to bring, yes, the communication skills, the skill of imaginations and skill of visualization of the thing that you want to become. It's more about who you want to become, and the skill of persuasion, negotiation. So these things are mainly most of the companies like Google or Microsoft or many other top companies, they look for those vital skill in the candidate, because nowadays what companies see that the functional skill, as you said, can be built on job, can be given as a training. So you can always, master those functional skills. But you will not be great in those skills unless you have the mindset built. And that mindset build has to be developed with the vital skills. So that's something I also wanted to add with you. Completely agree with your thing, and it's really important that people take up these things and develop themselves. And of course, the networking. It has been so easy in all these eras. This is the best era, I must say, for networking, when you have so much accessibility. Like if you go to LinkedIn, it's so easy to connect with people. Of course, you have to keep trying. Google is a best place, and many other there are many other sources through which we can get connected. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful to learn about the skill. So one thing I want to ask now, Sridhar, that despite of all this, still the companies, they are facing this high attrition rate among India or the world. If you see, there are the surveys in India. I have seen a few times back. I have seen that around 70-80 people, they want to leave their job. Kind 70-80% of the workforce, they want to change their job, or they want to leave their current job. So that shows that the attrition rate has increased in these days. So what could be the reason that is causing this high attrition rate? What is that? Could you tell us?
Yeah, so I would like to talk pros and cons, the two approach on this. In the high attrition rate, I look so many positive things as well. And yeah, definitely there are few negatives. I would say the positive is more than negative. So let's say I would like to talk first about positive, the attrition.
Okay.
If the high attrition means, it is the greatest sign of our economy is growing. For young working professionals, or for college graduates, or who are looking for a job change, attrition means somebody leaving the job and going for other job. So if he is leaving, going for other job, means there are plenty of other jobs are available or created. That's why the attrition is coming, right? So this is the greatest sign, and I always happy that there is high attrition rate comes or news comes. Oh, there are a lot of jobs getting created. There are a lot of opportunities are available. So people are growing fast. If somebody leaving something and going, means he is getting some benefit out of that job, in terms of can be income, or the skill set, or exposure, or environment, or many things, right? So this is one. Number two, the technology transformation happening right now. Okay,
right.
Let's say in automotive sector. In automotive sector, you see the car which is having the petrol or diesel, we call IC engine, it's internal combustion engine.
Absolutely.
IC engines, two-wheelers, even in India, almost in next 4-5 years, there is a study says 100% we will move to EV. Okay, electric battery. In cars, it is predominantly well known to all of the people, but in next 8 to 10 years, India will have the highest number of electric vehicles than the IC engines. If you go to China, in China it is already 65% is running on the battery for the passenger cars.
Right.
Only 45%, and the government himself has taken a big task to transfer. They are going to transform. So why I'm saying this is the technology transformation happening for many reasons. One is to improve the productivity, to protect the environment, to do it in more easiest way, highest automation way. So it is going at the very, very high rapid speed. Similarly, coming to the artificial intelligence. Okay, artificial intelligence, the robots are replacing the humans.
Absolutely.
In the petrol bunks, or even in the mobile phones, we can book there's a good example for a saloon. You can just text a message, it will go and which saloon is free and talk to them and book for you. So one example I'm saying. So even in the software industry, there are, you see after COVID, this transaction of GPay and Paytm, so much easy and
That is, the digitalization has increased or has been expanded these days, and the future
yeah.
is digitalization.
So my point is, in technology at every juncture, you take automobile, you take IT, you take networking, you take security, you take FMCG, you take oil and gas across the field. It is growing at a very highest pace this current era. Okay, because of so many reasons, as I said, this is creating what it is happening. It is creating the industry changeover. The person who is working, let's say, you have the work from office and you have opportunity of work from home. With this digitalization, people like to spend more time instead of getting stuck up in traffic. You spend more time, you have more productivity, so people move, right? And when you are working with the same old technology or old set of processes, when the new company is coming with a new technology and a new aspiring future technologies, people move. So this technology transfer is creating the opportunities and making the people mind to look for the more easy, more intelligence, more growth perspective. So these are the two main reasons or two positive aspects what I see from the attrition. Why attrition is happening? Okay, and negative, I would say yes, it is difficult for a company because they have to go and find out another candidate, and it is not easy. They take some time. That's okay because it's a company, a business. Even there is a saying: if there is no attrition, means then the company culture is something wrong. People say that you should have a minimum attrition rate of 10% is always good attrition. Since you are like your non-performers or the people who don't like collaborate, they leave, and the company has that process. Now attrition hitting 30%, 40%, 50% is the risk, danger to the company because they have to quickly turn around, and so it makes the company also clear they have to transform in terms of technology, in terms of process, culture, and sometimes income. So this is the all about attrition. I would say attrition is a good sign for economy and the people who is not having job. So with this signs, with this discussion, the people who is aspiring for high income job or the college passed out or the young working professional who is just working for a survival, they all have to understand. So there is a big thing is in front of them, how to go and crack it. So we already spoke about on the mindset, on the skill set, and available resources. So that is how I want to share my experience on this.
That's great. That's great. Actually, as you have mentioned, the pros and the cons. The pros are, of course, when people wants to move out, there are opportunities around. They look forward. Although the idea is, for an economy to grow, the workforce has to move, and the workforce is not only dependent on kind of like only the professionals. It depends on the companies as well. So I think there is a gap that is happening between the company and the professionals who are at their current job level. In some cases, and this can be taken care by filling the gap. So if, say, what if, just let us imagine, what if in the same company, the company develop certain opportunities for the company employees, and develop that environment that they are looking for outside. They give them a better pay scale and better lifestyle. So I think there lot of things can be done in terms of a management in the company, where they can restructure their company policies for their employees. And of course, we have seen that the economy is changing. There is a transformation happening. There is a technology evolution that is happening all around. The economy is changing. So definitely, based on that, the businesses are also changing, are evolving. Like as you said, like from the IC engines, we are getting involved to the electric engine. So similarly, from the non-renewable source of energies, also the power sectors, they are also getting changed from coal power plants to the wind power plant, or the solar plant. So you have seen that I think India is now almost third largest in the world to in the renewable source of energy, in producing the renewable source, and this will get multiplied in the coming days. So the idea is the existing company can also develop their system in a way that they can minimize the attrition level. And I feel that this can be done like to have their mission and vision aligned with what what employees are looking for. A sort of survey they can make, they can have their feedbacks and develop their work culture based on what employees are looking for. So that many companies are facing this attrition rate, and it is quite high all these days. So the
Yeah, I
reason
would like to add one point here, just
yes,
because you touched upon this again. There is a survey happened globally, especially after COVID. The attrition hit the rooftop of big corporations, US, Europe, and the same thing followed even India to some extent. So what came out of that survey results is the before COVID, the work and the income, the way the employee looked at the perspective has changed after COVID, because they've lost their personal lives, they've lost so many things, because everyone has their own story in their friends or in their family during COVID, what happened, right? So that made them people only going behind high work and growth or only job. They are slightly getting convinced they given started giving priority to their family,
families.
passion, their health. People don't mind of not eating right, not doing their physical exercise, workout, yoga. So people transformed, on top of job, on top of what boss is saying or company is demanding or fearing for job, I also have to follow my passion, my health, my family, my lifestyle, because we don't know. The COVID has taught us a lesson that the life is short. Anytime anything can happen. So this is the survey results happened. I just want to share, touch upon.
Yes, absolutely. The COVID has actually broke that monotonous life that people have been living for decades. Just wake up, get ready, play with your family members, and then go for the job, and then come back again, have your relax, have good time with your family members, then sleep, and then again that is a monotonous lifestyle that people have been following all these years before COVID. And after COVID, the life has changed for many of us, and lot of things, lot of lessons that anything can happen, and how ready we are in such situation. So it is very important for every individual, every organization to understand and know how ready we are for any such kind of pandemic, how ready we are for any such kind of recession that can happen at any time. So that's the idea that you need everything. You cannot completely depend on one source of income, or you cannot completely depend on job, or just depend on earning. Like, you need everything. You should have your lifestyle, you should have your health, you should have your wealth developed, you should have your relationship well, you should have your family time, you should have your social life, you should have everything. It's like you need the full package. So in order to have that, you need to have time for all these things. You need to allocate time. And I think today's generation, or people today after COVID, now we are evolved into something different now. So we look for a lifestyle to have all this time. Like previously, we were more inclined into just go for the job and just do the job and come back, earn the salary or earn the income. But then COVID, or the change in the economy, that has taught us that it's not only important to look for the job. You have to look for the health also. You have to give time to health. You have to give time to social life. You have to give time to other priorities as well. So, but the previous, the normal job culture, the monotonous job culture does not allow you to, allocate more of your time, do not give you that time freedom to go for a vacation, or say to have some more time for yourself or your family. So people nowadays, they look for that freedom. They look for the freedom of time also, along with the freedom of having a good wealth, or what financial, along with the financial freedom, they look for the freedom of time as well. So that is the reason, that might be the reason, that they look for better opportunities where they can get more time. So that has actually made them to take many decisions. So the idea is more that, why not, like, the companies, like, we need the companies as well, because they are contributing to the economy. See, economy cannot grow only with the professionals. It has to grow in total with the organization as well. So the companies also need to evolve, or need to, restructure their policies. And they can also, go one step ahead or two step ahead of what they had the, in their thinking before. And then they can evolve or restructure the things, and, have more, employee friendly environment, a better work culture, give them more opportunities to grow in their own domain there, give them more better training, give them more time, family time or whatever. So mostly this can be, a lot of things can be done. Like, mostly companies were giving a set of time, like 9 to 5 job, we mostly talking about. So there can be a concept of task. You can give the task, and in many countries, there are countries like Denmark, and where they give like, they have a policy like, just work for 4 weeks, 4 days in a week, 4 days in a week, and rest you have your own time. So they do not concentrate more on the time they spend, because we all know, like, people will give, say, 10 hours in a day for their job, but the productivity may be only 3 to 4 hours. Then why waste that rest 3 to 4 hours there? So better, why not, it can be a task based, where you give a task, they can complete and they can go home, or they can do other activities they want. So this kind of, innovative thinking can definitely increase the productivity level, can have a better work environment, and people will feel home, while they are at their work. So what do you think about this? So this is one thing. And yeah.
So as I said, the environment, the work culture, and the processes, and the growth aspect.
Right.
See, what everyone is looking for is a growth all the time.
Absolutely.
When we take up some job, we may not have the required skill set when we start. In next 1 year, we acquire that knowledge, we acquire that intelligence to perform well. Then suddenly next year, what happens? That becomes obsolete within us. If same job we want to do again next year, we might do it with not so much interest, because we are getting salary. Okay, I have to do, I have to manage. What about our involvement? What about putting our soul and heart? Because whatever you do with love, or you don't do. That's the saying, because we put ourselves involved. So that only gives a life experience to us. So it is within us and within company, both has to collaborate here. The company also can't find every year a new project, a new innovation, a new process to work for you. And similarly, we also cannot do the similar kind of task of monotonous doing, and it becomes obsolete for us. So there should be a mix. That is why many of new initiatives in the human resource department, they have started doing project-based work, mentor-mentee. Though if it is a similar job, similar task, assume a production manager in a manufacturing company.
Right.
Production manager means he has to manage the people, he has to manage the output of a line of particular machine. The task is going to be same for even 10 years if you work, but how to make it more interesting for him, how to make it more growth aspective in terms of doing the same job, what are the other aspects he can do, what are the other motivations it can be done, giving him some in a month, 1 week other department exposure, or having his teammates creating a new project, new cost reduction ideas, continuous improvements. So those things they have to, company has to engage, employee has to engage. So this is the solution what I am looking for to engage the environment versus our personal interest to groom or to sustain in that job. I hope I answer your question.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. That is what, like, see, it has to be from both ways, like the employees and the employer, or you can say in any way. So the employees also should have the, persistence and perseverance, have the patience, and to learn and spend some time and produce some results. That is one thing. And also at the same time, the employer, they also has to see that how good the employee is doing and how good they can be, they can grow in this organization. They should have the roadmap clear for the employees. So see, employee feel stagnant in any organization only when he see that he's giving all the efforts and there is a ceiling, a glass ceiling. See, whatever he does, whatever effort he does, he cannot go beyond that. And there he find the opportunity to, step out and move for a better opportunity. So that's the thing happening. So if the employer look into those people who are actually performing well, and they evolve their organization in a way so that their organization also grow with the economy that is happening, they can also collaborate with other organization and get their opportunities more coming in, so they can uplift their employees accordingly, so that they don't feel stagnant in a similar type of job.
Yeah.
They can get better and better and better, and their lifestyles also get taken care of. So I think these things, if taken care by the employees, so definitely none of them. I know many of the organization. I have worked in one of the organization. There's an MNC. There are people, after joining, they retire from that organization, because those type of organization actually take utmost care for their employee development, for every aspect of their life, so that it goes smooth for them. They have enough time to spend, and they have the free, I'll not say the complete freedom of time, but then ample of time. So these things really matter. And nowadays, most of the cases we see the company is more into the, with the economy crunch. Sometimes the company get into more of the cost cutting thing, and whatever facilities the employees have been getting all these years, nowadays maybe those are being cut and short, and that also demoralizes. So there should be there should be a kind of counseling, or there should be some kind of consideration in this case, that employees, the benefits and what all they are getting, it should not be hampered in any form, so that they remain happy. And even if you can make more for them, definitely they will work. Of course, you give them a better challenging task that they can take up, and you see how they perform in that. There are various categories of employees. You can categorize, you can coach them. Main thing, as a leader, you need to coach the employees so that they become the A player who perform well and who has great work culture. So the work culture is so much important in any of the organization. So that way I can add on this, that the work culture and the performance, that if the work culture, if the employer provide that work culture, and the employee also abide by the work culture, have a good work culture, and also keen to learn and perform well, definitely the gap between the employer and employee can be make better.
Yeah, true.
So that way the economy, it ultimately will definitely give a positive impact on the economy when employer and employee are aligned in their vision and mission, and you know and they work for the better purpose. See, business can be evolved. See, as you said, like you like now there is an evolution that is going on from the coal industry, from the non-renewable industry to the renewable industry, like from IC engines to the electric engines. So there should be some evolution going on. So all companies should grow also accordingly and give the possibilities and the opportunities to them, to their employees, to grow along with them. So if that gap can be bridged, definitely I think that can get better and better. And still we see that as per the NESCOM survey, I'll talk only about the mechanical engineers here because I have got that as of now. So that 15 lakhs of engineers are getting graduated every year, and out of them only 2.5 lakhs are getting placed. So there is a gap, like almost 12-13 lakhs engineers every year are not placed. Maybe some of them get into some odd jobs, or maybe they get into some business, but then there is a huge amount of workforce that need attention by the companies, by organizations. They need to be utilized well. So how you as an organization, as your
So
can help on this?
see, this responsibility, when you say you have 15 lakhs of, you said one example, mechanical engineers are getting passed out.
Yeah.
Only 2.5 lakhs is getting the placement. So the gap is around 80%. Okay, approximately 20% is getting placed. So this responsibility is not lying with corporate or companies. This responsibility is lying more of with the universities, and the universities, academicians, and university grants from the government. They have to see why they are not able to get employed. Okay, so there is a big gap between the skill set from the college, university to the industry, and there are two aspects to it. One, their skill set, yes, definitely that is there. Whatever companies are looking for, whatever is the skill set available with the fresher from the college, having a big gap. And second, it also inline the opportunity. That is why the college graduates has to be very clear. This clarity should be brought to them when they join the college. Why they have joined the college? What is their purpose to join? What they are aiming for? This is never taught in any engineering colleges, or never getting exposure for that. They join, they have to go through classes, they have to pass the exams. Final year comes, companies comes, then company some gets the on campus, some gets the off campus, some left without. No, that should not be the case. In 4 years of time, like there is a syllabus and curriculum to pass the engineering technical subjects, there has to be career aspect, there has to be a soft skills and mindset aspects to be taught, or the exposure should be given. Or if college universities are still lagging, the student themselves has to get motivated. They have to be very clear. After 4 years, I want to join. If it is a mechanical, if it is IT, this company, this sector, at least salary they did not aim at the first year, because it takes some time. If even they can aim, and they're backward towards that, working towards that, the skill set. And also you see the abroad placements, you see the abroad universities. As I said, India is the human capital for the world for next 10 years to 20 years. It is going to be a massive, whole world is dependent on India to go, their people to go there and work for them. In Germany, one example I can tell you, in next 3 to 5 years of time, 75 to 80% of all the working professionals getting retired. After that, there is a big gap in population ratio for the youth population. They are very, very minuscule youth population. They are not ready to take up this. So who is going? And you see, even today, Germany is #1 country for the all export robots, automation, and a lot of instrumentation side across the world.
Right.
So they need some people. So that is the wide forum. So the college graduates, you have opportunity either in India or in world, in Europe, US, many places. How to get it? And based on your situation, your skill set, how to get it? I would
Developing the skill.
recommend. Yeah, I would recommend from the first 5 years of their corporate career or professional life, they all should look for aiming for going abroad, because in India we know there is a huge in population. Whatsoever jobs we create, there is going to be a shortage because so much of people we have, and we alone cannot employ all of them. So this is an opportunity where other countries looking for India, the people in India, and the easiest way is to go and take a one course, 1 year course, 2 year course, do the study and get the job there. And you do the high income job, work for 5 years or 10 years, hit your fire. Then you can come back India or stay back there. So it is a responsibility of collective responsibility of universities and more of a student having the clarity and purpose of why they are studying, what they want to do. Because 4 years is a very high time and very good time to prepare and to get this exposure and get this executed at the end of the 4 years.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, because when I was in college, I was not having the clarity for the last 2-3 years that what exactly is going to happen after I come out. Definitely I would be doing some job, but then it's not clear which job, what kind of job I'll be doing. So those things are not clear, and I think this is the same thing happening with other students in the university. They don't get that clarity enough. Like, see, if I take the example of mechanical engineering, during the time when I was studying, it was always in a mind that alone the mechanical engineering degree will not be going to help. So most of my batchmates, they opted for MBAs because they found out that alone a mechanical degree, engineering degree is not going to help. So they opted for the MBAs, and then they got better jobs as well. They got placed into better companies as well. So it depends on people, how they take it, and it's very important to have the clarity what they want to do in their life and which area to choose. But then of course I will say the colleges, they have got their alumni and they have got their placement cell who also work for getting the placement. But then the placement is limited. If 100 people attend the placement, only 20-25 get placed. So the placement is limited because the opportunities are limited. The opportunities are limited because the organizations around the workforce they can look for is limited, because the skills, it's not that the workforce they require is less. They require a lot of workforce, but then they don't get the skillful people. So the gap that is happening is, I feel, is the skill set. So if those skill set that is being required by the organization for today's, say, the skill set can be kind of digital marketing, can be kind of sales, or can be kind of knowing welding technology, or automotive engineering. What in automotive engineering, what skill you must be knowing more about it, what skill you require as an automotive engineer. So rather than other than the degree, I must say, I would like to emphasize to develop the skills that are in high demand by the marketplace. So if the individual right from their college days slowly concentrate on developing the skills, and also the graduates who gets graduated, most of them don't get placed also from many colleges. So if they emphasize on developing the skills, definitely they can at some point of time they can get the kind of job they're looking for, because companies, they are also looking for people who are good in that skills. So my question is for you, like you are working to help the professionals, so how would you look for, like how would you help them to bridge the gap between from where they are and they want to get the high income job? How would you help them?
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So I have the three framework method. The first one is it's a three side of a triangle. Character. So as I said, 80% mindset, 20% skill. So the character framework builds the 80% mindset in the aspiring high income job aspirant, because the character building means it has got your positive mindset, your high energy levels, and your confidence, your belief system, and how you are looking for overall your job, your personal life, So this is a character. So there is a saying from the big business leaders: strong character equal to strong career. Right?
Absolutely.
Wow, $1 billion business equal to $1 billion character. Means the how strong character you are, that much growth you achieve. So the first framework, having the character, it involves having the clarity of your purpose. What is your purpose? We can work out with a few questionnaire with any person. Then with that, what is his mission? What is his vision? And what is his passion? What is interested about it? Because high income job we can achieve, it is not only we want to earn, it is that we should have the passion to do that work. So we connect with ourselves, our life with the job. So we excel more, we do with more motivation, more energy, more confident. This is what is the attracts that environment or the people whoever is looking for in a company as a going guy, as a problem solving guy. So this character building plays a major role to having clarity of purpose, vision, then writing out your goals, then practicing them daily basis. Okay. So then second comes the skills. The skills is purely starting with the communication, because we have to communicate anywhere, everywhere.
Right.
The more we communicate with utter clarity, with the crisp and conscious, that becomes a more powerful. That is a way we express ourselves in terms of our work. So the communication skill, then it comes to the network skills, the interpersonal skills, then it comes to your domain knowledge. So you have some 1 year experience, 2 years experience, 0 years experience, but you want to look for a software developer, let us say. So software developer in where? In Java, in Oracle, based on your domain. What is the demand and the job description they look for? So we can do a SWOT analysis. With that, it takes 3 months to 6 months to cross this three framework: character, skills, then it comes to the high income job. Jobs are plenty available, as I said, even in India, in abroad. Even today, I can show you thousands of jobs for whichever level of experience you are, your 0 years, 5 years, 10 years, available in the market. But what is the approach framework we have, the individual person have to go and address, to go and cure that is the challenge. That is a gap exists. So with this three framework, I have created a course for 3 months. I will be mentoring step by step, hand-holding to cross this each path. And also, it is not only the online job opportunities, online openings we get through the jobs. It is also the reference.
Absolutely.
So the reference. So I am having the key networking in the industry, software as well as the mechanical and automotive sector, with references, with openings, and having the person, the aspiring person, acquiring that skill, so we can get him through the job. So this is the short and crisp way of what I'm doing in terms of acquiring, bridging the gap.
That's great. Actually, that's great. That yes, it is very true that the jobs are available in the marketplace. Only it's required the skill by the candidates. So the candidates need to develop their skills, and also to develop the skills, they need a mindset. They need a character to build. So once they have that, it will be easy for them to develop the skills. And once they have the skills, they are so much valued by the companies. So and it's very great to know that you have the the connections, you have got the entire system connected, and you can help them to develop their character, develop their make themselves ready in their respective domains, and then go for those opportunities. So we are almost coming to the end of this conversation. So one thing I think everybody want to know or learn, that how people should be able to reach you and how to approach you, so that they can get ahead in their career and get placed in the desired jobs.
Oh, even I am looking for the people. They should not search me. I am at their doorstep. I am there in the LinkedIn, very live, posting almost daily one blog or one article. So they can follow me. They can drop a message one-on-one to me, or they can share in the comment box of any article if they like. I am very much available. Then I am live in the Facebook, Instagram, including my email ID, mobile number, all are available. I am going to start a webinar. I did a couple of webinars in last month. So every Sunday there is going to be a webinar from 10 to 12 in the first half session. So they can join, they can understand what I am going to do, what I am talking, and how it can help them, and how their interest and their dream can happen through me. It will be very clearly explained to them. So with the social media, they can approach me. With webinar, they can approach me. I'm very much live, or they can directly connect me. Even in YouTube, they started the weekly 2 videos I'm posting. They can connect me via YouTube. And there is a Google form link given in all the platforms: LinkedIn, Google, Instagram, FB, in every post I do, and along with the YouTube videos. So they can register their contact number, name, what they do, and what they're looking for from me. So I'm very much approachable. Even I am looking for many of them to impact, to add a value. My aim is to add value, to ensure they transform, they, achieve their quality of life and high income job as soon as possible, and ultimately hit their fire, financially independent, retire early. So there is a formula how to achieve this fire. In my upcoming book, I am giving that notes very clearly. Even in my e-book, it will be coming next week. That is having what is a fire and what is the math to do that fire for any working professional to achieve that. So with this, I conclude the session. Thank you so much. It's a great privilege, honor for me to connect with you, Surajit. And I am willing to add value to the aspirants, the high income job aspirants. They can anytime touch with me in all these ways and platforms. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sridhar, for joining with us and giving us a deep insight and so valuable, suggestions. And the discussion was so vibrant and so useful for all of us, and giving a very bright idea and the hope that people, if they want, they can always achieve their career goals. They can achieve the dream job they are looking for. It is just bridging the gap by building the character, by developing and harnessing the high income skills that they require to get ahead. And I believe that you are helping with the mostly the people from mechanical industry, as well as from the automotive industry, as well as the IT industries. So people around who are in their respective domain will definitely like to connect with you and get ahead in their career. So thank you so much, Sridhar, for joining us in this show. So I look forward for having more such valuable insights and have more such valuable shows ahead in the coming days. So with this, we end here, and I look forward to connect with you all soon. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Do comment, do like, do share, and add more value to your life. And until then, keep developing yourself. This is Surajit Dey along with Sridhar and all of you, and we look forward to see you soon. Stay tuned for more such learning videos. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.